Welcome back to the Tahoe Outdoors Show. We have with us tonight Tim Cohee. He's president of the California Mountain Resort Company. And there are not enough titles to describe this gentleman that's sitting next to me. But let's talk about your past history in the ski industry.
Well, this is going to be 51 years, if you can believe it.
That's it?
So I was a ski instructor in college and a race director in college and all that, and then started back in the management business in the management position in 1979. And then I was down in Southern California. I was up near Lake Tahoe, back in Southern California, back east actually, and then ran Kirkwood for many, many years. Bought China Peak in 2010, sold it in 2022, and then was coerced by my good friend and partner Carl Kapuzinski to reinvest into what now is our 4 resorts, which is known as the California Mountain Resort Company.
Well, let's get to the resorts. That's the important part. We've got Bear Valley, we've got Dodge Ridge, we've got Mountain High, and we've got China Peak.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit about each one of them, just briefly?
Sure. I mean, they're all very different. 2 of them are probably pulled from the same market. The other 2 don't. So the first one, Mountain High, is down in Southern California. So it's right. It's if you live in the Los Angeles Basin area, and you don't want to ever see a chain, you don't want to see a mountain drive, they go to Mountain High. It's literally, you can almost pull a race car to the front door. It's
wow.
Crazy. So that's there's 2 resorts, Mountain High East, Mountain High West. A lot of big snowmaking, a lot of parks, things like that. But again, they have night skiing, like 7 nights a week once they get going. Okay. So that's that scene. The next one, as you leave Southern California and head to the Sierra, first one's China Peak, now Highway 168. Probably overall the best mountain of the 4. 1,700 vertical feet, puts it about 9th or 10th in the state in terms of size. All fall line, all north, 2.5 miles off the top for beginners, all the way to avalanche control, steep terrain. So very cool ski area. Super uncrowded. I mean, to stand in line there means everything's closed. You'd have to all be on one lift to stand in line. And continue north, and that's going to get you to Dodge Ridge, which is in Pinecrest, Highway 108, and that's sort of a North Star version of the Central Sierra. Mostly intermediate, mostly long, different exposures. The closest ski area to anybody in Northern California. No comparison. Incredibly simple drive. And then the last one as you come up here is the one we bought last December of 23, and that's Bear Valley. Iconic resort, 1,900 vertical feet, a lot of super steeps. Got a big event coming up this year that's going to really showcase those steeps. That's on Highway 4. So if you're looking at how highways work in the Sierra, you've got 80 feeding North Lake Tahoe, you've got 50 feeding South Lake Tahoe, you've got 88 feeding Kirkwood, you've got 4 in Bear Valley, 108 is Dodge Ridge, and 168 is China Peak. And that's how the highway's set up in the Sierra.
Well, let's talk about the Cali Pass here.
Right. Now. So, we obviously didn't invent multi-resorts. That started a long time ago. Vail, gets a tremendous amount of credit for coming up with this concept of multi-resorts, web pass and all that. But it's obviously very successful. So we started off, just with a couple resorts, and then eventually figured out that if you're really gonna have some juice behind a pass, you need to have at least 3 or 4 resorts. We had 3 when we started it, and then we added Bear Valley. We really added Bear Valley because you needed to have a really kind of a marquee resort if you're going to try to draw maybe some of the Tahoe people that want that kind of terrain, the Kirkwood terrain, the Alpine terrain, the Palisades terrain. That's what that resort has. So that's the Cali Pass, and that one is actually probably the best-selling pass in California right now.
All right, well, great. Tell us where people can go to check out all of that.
thecalipass.com will take you and show you everything you need.
Well, we want to thank Tim Cohee, president of the California Mountain Resort Company, for coming in, and there is more of the Tahoe Outdoor Show coming up next.